Today on Geek Devotions, we're talking about the little sister to Sherlock Holmes and how small words can encourage people more than you know. Hello, Devoted Geeks. Welcome to Geek Devotions, a show from Devoted Geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you are loved. I'm Dallas, and this is
Celeste, and we are so glad that you have hit play today.
Yes.
Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that way you'll get updated about all the awesome videos that we put out this month.
Absolutely. This month is very special because this month is, ladies and gentlemen, Who Dunn It Month. Dun dun dun. Celeste, what is Who Dunn It Month?
All month long, we will be basing our devotions off of Who Done It movies.
Dun, dun,
Mysteries.
dun.
Movies where you go, who has done the crime?
Who did it?
Also, in the spirit of Who Done It Month,
Is there more?
there's more. We will be having a competition. You can win a shirt
You can win a shirt.
that we will send to you.
Yes.
And there will be more information about that later. You just have to pay attention.
Dun dun dun. For our very first Who Done It Month episode, we're going to talk about something just a little bit different. First, we're like, should we talk about Clue, Knives Out, something like that? But I decided to do something just a little bit different. Recently, Celeste and I have discovered a series called Enola Holmes, which is a book series, and there is a movie that came out. And I'm not gonna lie, it's stinking adorable. Absolutely adorable. It's about the character Enola Holmes, who is the little sister to Sherlock Holmes himself. And let me tell you something, guys, she is every bit the Holmes sibling as anyone else. Like she's really quite interesting, amazing, and funny, and I enjoyed the story as a whole. And in the story, Enola finds herself in a very peculiar place. One day she wakes up and, well, her mom has disappeared. And so she calls forth for her brothers, Mycroft and Sherlock. And in the midst of everything, things get really muddled up. It's less about trying to find her mom and more about what they're going to do with Enola. Mycroft's plan, well, put her in a girl's home and call it done. However, learn to be a proper young lady. Sherlock, he's kind of out of it. There's some stuff he's dealing with, not really sure what's happening there. I think a little bit of guilt for not being there for his family. But that being said, Enola's not taking this laying down. She decides that she's going to run off and find out where her mother has gone on her own. And in the midst of this travel, she runs into a young boy, and she is thrown into the midst of a very interesting mystery. This young man's father is dead, and now somebody wants him dead. Why? Who? How can this be? And she is like literally neck deep into the midst of this mystery, trying to figure it out mostly on her own. However, in the midst of it, she's caught. Mycroft catches her, and he is sending her off to boarding school. And it's really interesting to see something that takes place over the couple of scenes between her and Mycroft, and then her and Sherlock. See, with Mycroft, he puts her down. The words that he says, the way that he talks to her, breaks her. And then when she goes into this girls' school, they try to break her down even more. In fact, they flat out say, our plan is to break you down. Break her spirits. And you see her kind of start to crumble just a little bit. However, there's a moment later where she interacts with Sherlock himself. And in this interaction with Sherlock, he does something very different from Mycroft. Whereas Mycroft was like, you're going to learn to be a young lady, you're going to quit this stuff, I'm done with you. Sherlock encourages her. He speaks kindly to her. He almost praises her at certain times. The end result is this young lady is renewed. There's a new spirit that rises up in her. She must solve the mystery that is at hand. She must go out and do what is before her. Why? Because somebody saw something special. They affirmed the detective in her. They affirmed the skills she had and said, I think you can do this. Now, in Sherlock's own ways, not so many words really, but he did affirm her. And it lit something up inside of her. The reality of things is this: in society today, we have far too many people who are going, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. No, you can't be that. And it's tearing people down. I know for myself, there are times where I've had people in my life, people who I love and respect, flat out look at me and say, you know what? You're not going to be good at this. You are not good at this. You're not good at that. You might as well get up. And it's kind of like a dagger to my heart, to be honest. There were times where I felt like giving up on certain things I felt like God called me to do, or I was hindered in doing what I felt like I needed to do because I was carrying the burdens of these words that were spoken against me. And I'm here to tell you guys that those things can kill an individual. But in the same regard, kind words, words that bring life, well, they bring life. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 4. A gentle tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. In that particular verse, the writer of Proverbs is reminding us, the reader, that when we speak kindly, it brings life. But if we are speaking, well, death, if we're tearing people down, we will break people's spirits. And that's not what we're called to do. There's enough of that taking place in society right now. What the world needs is you and me and everyone else to start speaking life, to speak with a little bit of gentleness. Now, yes, sometimes the gentleness is used to bring correction, maybe to go, hey, look, this may not be the best thing for you at the time, but the way we do it is different. Somebody will take correction. Somebody will receive a course direction, if you will, better from somebody who does out of gentleness than somebody who's just a jerk. So I want to encourage you guys, wherever you're at, look around you. And when you speak to people, speak to them with gentleness. Speak to them with love and grace. Because if you do, well, you might encourage the next world's greatest detective. Or maybe the next greatest doctor. The next evangelist to change the world. The next teacher to raise up a generation. Or maybe just a good friend. Whatever it is, speak with gentleness. Speak with love. And speak with grace. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Geek Devotions and the very first episode of Who Dunn It Month. Now, it is time for the question of the week. The week. And this week's question is really simple. What's your favorite mystery movie or book or TV show? I don't know. Let us leave comments down below. Let us know. Leave some suggestions. I like mysteries a lot, and I would love to check out what you guys recommend.
Yeah.
So,
me too.
Celeste, it is time.
It's time?
The clue.
The clue.
The clue.
And not Blue's Clues.
No.
But the clue.
We are wearing blue.
We are wearing blue.
But this is not Blue's Clues.
No.
Celeste, what's the clue?
The clue! Listen and see as you check the archives of old. Deep into the woods you go. But the answer you seek is not so deep. Step back and see the forest of the theme.
Well, that's your first clue, so I'm going to encourage you guys, you super sleuths, get out there and figure it out. Now, you can work together, but there is only one shirt that's going to be sent out. It is a special shirt. You will be the only person to ever own this special edition shirt. So, just saying, you got to think about these things. But keep this to yourself. Again, each clue is going to add up to something bigger at the end of the month.
And the way this will work is you figure out all the clues, and you figure out the last final puzzle, and you have until the 5th of November. Remember, you have till the 5th of November to figure out the answer. If by, what do you say, 6 p.m.
Yep.
Central Standard Time,
true story,
we have an answer. You are the first one to send in the answer. Done.
Boom. You are the winner. Now, for just being real honest with you guys, to get all the answers, you might want to check out all of our other social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just look for Geek Devotions. Don't forget to, like I said, subscribe to this channel. If you like today's content, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell symbol so you're notified every time we update. And until next time, remember,
stay devoted.
Peace and love.